Hello everyone, Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards. The winter holiday event is underway, and my apologies for getting this video out so late. The first campaign, forged by Nick from Play on Tabletop, is going to end pretty soon, in about 10 hours. I've been working my way through it. I actually already got 3 strikes. There's some difficult levels in there. I'll give you a little bit of information from one of my clan members who actually completed the campaign. But before that, let's go ahead and I'm going to open this special skull pack that I just got. It's the first one I've seen, so I haven't actually seen the contents of it, but we'll spend a few plasma here to open it immediately and see what it contains. Alright, 10 coins, a total of 5 cards, and one of them is the Squid Riding Loons from some Christmas past, I think. Maybe people who have opened more of these can confirm, but I guess most of these will contain some sort of like holiday Red Gobbo type card. But yeah, about the campaign. So I was running the Parasite of Mortrix for much of the campaign, but then I think I lost against Supreme Commander Morvenval at level 13, and then I switched to Supreme Commander Gosar, who is available for 500 plasma in the shop currently. So yeah, if you don't have Gosar, definitely a good opportunity to pick it up for plasma. This is the deck I'm running, just sort of a mix of everything in there, but yeah. Lots of range, some psychic, some melee as well, as those cheap bodyguards that can get duplicated. But yeah, just running through some of the later levels. Level 14 was against Captain Akaran. Not too many legendary cards, but I think I actually lost against that one as well with the Parasite of Mortrix and had to use Supreme Commander Gosar to beat it. Level 15 against Greyfax with I think it was like a 60% boost to all the stats of the cards. And yeah, lots of cards with fear. Level 16 against Lionel Johnson running, I think, mostly Dark Angels cards, maybe Deathwing, so it was a lot of range, but also there was some melee mixed in there as well. Level 17 is the one that I'm on right now, so I'm going to be playing a match here, and we'll see how it goes. It looks like it's against Gilliman with a lot of big game hunters. Level 18 will be against Supreme Commander Trajan Valoris with a bunch of Custodes. Level 19 against Tolmeron with some big shooters, a bunch of Medicae, and sounds like a lot of cheap bodyguards. And level 20 against Supreme Commander Call, it looks like. So yeah, the Parasite, Supreme Commander Gosar are both quite strong. I guess the Tervagon, maybe, potentially, with the Infinite Termagants might be good, but it really largely depends on what bodyguards, like how many of the Tyranid bodyguards you have, because a lot of them sort of entered the pool, the general pool, recently, so you might not have some of the strongest cards in your collection, which would make some of these levels next to impossible to beat. So this is against Gilliman. I guess we'll try the Parasite of Mortrix and see. Hopefully they don't have too many shields. I was running like all melee at first, but then I decided to try throwing in like the Screamer Killer for a little bit of range mixed in there. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, there he is. We'll see how many bodyguards we have to get through. Looks like 8 bodyguards. Many of these decks can have more than 8. Forgot to mention the modifiers, but yeah, so there's everything's at max level. And there's Warp Sickness, so everything starts with, I believe, 70% of their starting health. So yeah, everything's a lot more squishy. Got the Trigon here at the beginning with Furious Charge. I guess we'll throw down the Moloch. It's a big precision shot. See, Taunt. I was running the Tyrant Guard with Taunt, which is really good at mitigating the damage from, you know, things like that. Well, I guess we'll drop the Screamer Killer in the middle and see what their final bodyguard is here. Okay, there's the Brutalis Dreadnought, so yeah, that's a pretty nasty one if it can get its attack off, especially with the, the reduced health. It can kind of one-shot a lot of stuff, and it just got healed too, which is not great. I don't think the Trigon can kill it anymore. Oh, right, and of course everything is getting buffed by an additional 25%, so yeah, that could definitely kill the Trigon, and I think that is what is going to be happening here. We will be able to kill it on the following turn there, though. Yep, just a one-hit wonder there. The Tech Marine went down exploding into the turret. I guess we'll go with Biophagus here, get some healing on these guys before they die. There's a Predator, Annihilator, also with Big Game Hunter. So yeah, our guys are going to be Taking some serious damage here. Ouch. Counterattack was pretty strong, though. Actually, I guess... Wow. The Predator? Oh, right, the explosion kind of took out most of the Predator's health there, and then it didn't actually explode because it didn't get hit by a melee attack first. Was not infested. We got the Ballistus Dreadnought there. So these are mostly Ultramarines. We will go melee here, infesting everything, but yeah, that Moloch is going to be in trouble unless we can move it out of the way. Let's go with, ooh, Death Leaper. Yeah, this should be good. So the Furious Charge will take out that Dreadnought, which should set off a little chain reaction. And we'll give them a lot less to fight with this turn, getting Fear, reducing the damage on the war suit there. Yeah, this wasn't too bad. Well, I say that as the biggest stuff deploys. We got the Astraeus and a Land Raider. Some pretty nasty stuff there. Yeah, definitely a lot of big game hunters in this deck. If the Astraeus and Land Raider had come out earlier, though, I think it would have been a much different story because, I mean, that thing is quite difficult to kill. You could see the explosion damage went through the shields, but yeah, there's Guilliman, and everything is just going to be dealing insane amounts of damage now. So they're just going to easily wipe out the entire board. We only have 3 bodyguards left. We've been debuffed by the outflank, so yeah, not looking great, but actually, well, the Land Raider only has 14 health, so we can kill that. We can just drop the Death Blow thing across from Guilliman. It's going to get buffed by the Inspiring Presence. Then we can drop the Neurolictor over here. That thing can actually survive against the Astraeus, I believe, with the Fear. Actually, no, it can't, turns out. Sort of missed the attack there, but yeah, the Furious Charge took out the Land Raider, blowing up into Guilliman, and yeah, it's game over for these Space Marines. So yeah, even cards with Fear have trouble surviving for long, you know, with the reduced starting health that they have. Makes it a little bit tricky. But we were able to make it through that match there, I think. Shall we try one more? And this match ended up being a pretty long one against, Trajan Valorous with a whole bunch of Custodies with shields. So I'm just going to speed through it and just do a little voiceover. So yeah, we started off obviously deploying the cheap fodder cards first so that the stronger ones have a much bigger buff when they are deployed. I had switched to the Neuro Tyrant for a while, going with the Psychic Attack. The Sonic Blast helped to work down a lot of the shields, and just slowly taking out the Custodies one by one. Lots of smaller guys, but yeah, they were pretty tough. It was nice being able to debuff both their melee and range, though, to keep their attacks from going a little bit too crazy. So by the time Supreme Commander Gosar deployed, he was, of course, really massive. And we have 158%, 927 damage with the melee attack on Gosar, 300 with the Psychic. That is crazy. Just charging that up the entire game. So yeah, one-shotting Trajan Valorous. But yeah, so many shields to get through in that one. That one could be pretty rough if you don't have Supreme Commander Gosar. Yeah, I really do want this copy of the Broodlord, though, because actually I'm pretty close to getting it up. I think I'll use a legendary wildcard to upgrade it to level 6, which will make it a better option for Apocalypse mode. But, yep. Let me know how this campaign went for you. The next one, we have a 3-day campaign over the weekend. Only Sororitas Inquisition and Assassins. Tormentor's Toxin. Yeah, I might be skipping that one, even though we are playing against Tyranids. There's also a PvP mode, though. The rewards are just Votan, which made me want to skip this, but you only need 10 wins. But I guess, yeah, it is PvP, so the odds of winning are actually a lot lower if you don't have a strong collection. But yeah, that is what's on the menu for this weekend. We'll be covering more of the holiday campaigns and events in the following week, so keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.